Hi, I'm Chris. I'm sorry that I couldn't join you live today. I'm currently in the US, so it's in the middle of the night here now. Anyways, I'm going to share a little bit of some of the stuff that I do in Thailand. So here's just a quick high-level overview. I teach at the School of Global Studies at Thammasat University. I'm also a co-founder of the Circular Design Lab. I publish the Wicked Problems Collaborative, and I run Linear to Circular, a social enterprise that is launching a brand called Morph Bags. At the School of Global Studies, I teach in the BA program on Global Studies and Social Entrepreneurship. I also help design the MA program around social innovation and sustainability. They're both really neat programs. They're active learning oriented. We get lots of purpose oriented students, and it's just a really fulfilling place to teach because you see students come in, they dig into big messy problems that are contextually relevant, and then they go out and they dig into those sorts of problems in the real world, and they make a difference. So pretty cool place. The Circular Design Lab is an effort to bring systemic design to community members who want to make a difference on social and environmental challenges. We're in the, well, I'll start with saying that it's a mix of systems thinking and design thinking. Helps people look at problems differently and then bring in those design skills to make a real meaningful difference. We're working on a design guide that we'll be releasing soon, hopefully in the next couple of months, and we're planning to have an event with the RSA, some kind of a workshop around that release, so stay tuned for that. So what we do with the Circular Design Lab, we have three things that we really aim to do. The first one of those is create community. We try to bring people together who are purpose-oriented, who want to work on these kinds of challenges in their community, and start building ties so that we have people we can reach out to and get support from, and who help each other to try to make a difference on these projects that we're working on. The second thing we try to do is build capacity. So as we're building community, we're bringing people together, we're developing those relationships. We're also trying to learn more about systems thinking, more about design, and it's a very interesting approach where community members work together to share what they know, teach each other, and we all continually are building up our skill sets and learning together. So when we come together in our workshops and in our classes, we teach a lot of complex ideas, a lot of abstract ideas, and we try to make those straightforward and simple for people to grab hold of. And so simple ideas like this is a car, right? This is a working car. You can put the key in, start it up, and go places, right? This is not a car. Every part is there. You could have a room full of car parts that if you put them together, you would have a car. But if they're not put together, if one critical piece is missing, like you don't have your spark plugs in your engine, you're not going to fire that engine up and you're not going to go for a drive. So that's not a car. So that's kind of things we teach to help people understand the difference of some of these abstract concepts around systems thinking. And of course, the third goal is driving beneficial change. The purpose for building community and capacity is to leverage those to make good things happen in our community. So we work together, we learn a lot, we become good friends, we become close, and we go out and try to find ways to make a difference together. Along with publishing, some of the writing that I've been doing recently has been for the RSA. I'm involved with some writing about some research around plastic waste systems in Thailand. Really interesting stuff. Some researchers at Stockholm Environment Institute and one of my colleagues at Thammasat University are doing, where they're trying to have a better understanding of what's happening with plastic waste in Thailand. How is it being recycled? Where do the systems break down? Where are there opportunities to make positive change? And also looking at, in doing so, what happens socioeconomically to the people who are involved with those plastic waste systems. How can we make sure that as we're changing those systems to improve the outcomes, that we're not harming the people who have long been doing that sort of work? Alongside that, I'm also doing some writing for the endcoronavirus.org and World Health Network, trying to get people refocused on mitigating transmission and finally ending the pandemic. And as far as publishing, our books around the Wicked Problems Collaborative, our books are around inequality and positive systems change. Those are the two we have so far. Looking at doing something around climate change next. those are anthologies that bring together a lot of different perspectives, people looking at similar problems but having a different lens and different ideas on what we might do for positive change. With linear or circular, one of the things we've long done is identify opportunities to do positive things with waste. Often what happened in those cases is a company would say that's a really neat idea, but we don't do that sort of stuff. So what we decided to start doing was we're starting Morph so that we can take those opportunities to market, so that those waste materials become something useful. And what we're trying to do is work with informal workers. There are a lot of informal seamstresses in Thailand that we can work with, and refugees. There are refugee communities we're looking at working with as well. What we're trying to do is pay them above their normal market rates so that we're going to improve their incomes while doing something positive for the circular economy. So that's that. We don't really have time to go into this here, but I gave a talk at TEDx Chiang Mai back in November on what I see as humanity's choice, where we really have to make a drastic shift in the way we interact with our planet. And if you're interested, you can find that on my site, chrisoestereich.com, or out on YouTube or the TED site. Please give it a look. Hope it helps you think about things differently for the future, because we've got serious change to make. And as a teacher, I can't pass up the chance to sneak a few ideas out here for you. For those who haven't spent a lot of time with systems thinking, I would please encourage you to take a look at these two short videos. You can find them on YouTube. There's The Blind Man and the Elephant, based on an old poem by John Godfrey Sachs, I believe, and then the Systems Thinking, A Cautionary Tale. The first will help you see the value, hopefully, in looking at things from different perspectives. The second will help you think about the challenge of looking at a complex issue as if it's a complicated one. And one third idea that's not up here that would be valuable to take a look at along with these is the Cynefin framework, C-Y-N-E-F-I-N, by David Snowden. It helps you think about problems, categorizing or separating problems by type so that you can address them appropriately. Really important idea for systems thinkers dealing with the complex issues that we have in the world today. So highly recommended to check those things out. So with that, I'll just say thank you and wish you all well. My contact's there in the slide. Please reach out if you have any questions. Welcome you to do so. Thank you very much.